Hey y'all, it's your girl, Antoinette. Hey y'all, it's your girl, Antoinette. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's a great day to be alive. In the words of my grandfather, who I miss so much, I'm going to dedicate this video to him today. He was so passionate about seeing his grandchildren, his children live their best lives, and I really know and believe in my heart that he is the reason why it's in me now to motivate and inspire others and push them to live their best life, because as long as you can think about it and work towards it, you are able to be whatever it is that you want to be. So I decided to come on here and shoot this video today because I want to help people work towards living their best life. This video is for you if you wake up in the morning and you feel as though you could be doing more with your life. If you wake up in the morning and on a scale from 1 to 10, if you feel as though you are living anything less than a 10 as it pertains to your life, I want you to watch this video, because today I am going to share 10 tips that you can implement in your life right now that will support you in living your best life. And I'm sharing these tips with you because these are things that I have implemented in my life, and I must say I am living my best life. I have my own businesses. I currently work in a position that was created for me. I have just a feeling of abundance around me. And I believe and know in my heart and in my soul that whatever I think about, I can achieve. Whatever I think about, as long as I'm willing to work for it, it's mine. It's mine. And I want to let you know today that whatever you are willing to work towards, that thing is yours. But you just got to be willing to think about it and work towards it. And it doesn't matter what you see every day or what you don't see every day. It doesn't matter if you don't have examples in front of you that shows you what is possible or what is not possible. If God put it in your head, if God put that vision in your head, then it's possible for you. And you just gotta believe that thing. That's it. So I'm gonna share with y'all today 10 tips, 10 things that you can implement in your life today that will support you in living your best life. Tip number 1, y'all, we gotta commit to creating and writing down our life plans. If you don't write down that life plan, if you don't think about what you want out of your life, it's not going to happen for you. If you have to think about it and you have to write it down, I'm letting you know that moment when I sat down and I focused on the 7 areas of my life that successful people focus on to live their best life. When I sat down and I wrote my life out in those areas, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, from that moment, my world began to change. When I literally wrote down how much money that I want to make, my world began to change. When I literally wrote down what do I want to do with my life as far as it pertains to my business and my career, my life began to change. When I wrote down the places that I wanted to travel to, I have been to 3 different countries and I wrote my life plan about 3 years ago. I've been to 3 different countries within that time, visited states that I haven't, visited states that I never visited before, all because I decided to write down what I wanted to do with my life. Y'all, it's important. Tip number 2, complete a life assessment. After you have written down your life plan and you have dreamed big and you have decided what you want your life to look like, now it's time for you to complete a life assessment. It's time for you to assess where you are at currently, figure out what you're making now, what places have you been, why haven't you visited these places that you want to go to. Figure it out. Write it down. Complete a life assessment, because in doing that, you would then figure out what you need to do to complete that life plan. you will figure out what you need to do to achieve that life plan that you created for yourself. So step number 2 is to complete a life assessment. Figure out where you are currently in your life and what needs to happen for you to fulfill your life plan that you created for yourself. Okay, so tip number 3, y'all, create goals that align with your life plan. If you have goals of visiting other countries, write down goals that will support you in getting there. How much does a plane ticket cost? How much are the hotels in that area, right? Figure it out. Research this stuff, write it down, and now you got to figure out how much money it's going to take for you to get there. How much do you need to save if you're trying to go in 6 months, a year, 3 months? Figure it out. Write it down. But you have to now create goals that align with your life plan. Creating a life plan, and when you create these goals that align with your life plan, it causes you to live a life of purpose, right? Because now you know what you're working for. So now you know how to make positive decisions, or know what decisions to make that will support you in living your best life, because you already know what your best life is, because we created that when we created our life plan. Tip number 4, y'all, write down your goals. It's not real until you write it down. I didn't say type it. I didn't say text it. I said write down your goals. Write them down. Goals should be smart. They need to be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be attainable. They need to be realistic. They need to have a time on it. Write down your goals. Tip number 5, you have to be willing, when you are creating your best life, after you have created your life plan, you did your life assessment, you creating these goals, you have to now be willing to be the oddball out, okay? Because everybody doesn't take the time out to create their life, to write down their life plan. Everybody doesn't do that. So when you do that, now your goals, you have goals now, right? So everybody isn't doing that, so you're going to be the odd one. You're going to be the one that's might be going to these seminars on your own. You might be the one that be reading these different books and trying to expand your vocabulary, because you know what goals you are working towards, and everybody isn't as goal oriented as you are, okay? It takes work to create your life. It takes work to live your best life. And it takes you to be willing to be the oddball out. It takes you to be willing to be the oddball out for you to live your best life. It takes you to say, you know what, I'm not going out with y'all this weekend because I got work to do. It takes you to say, you know what, even though I worked 8 hours today, I'm going to work 8 more hours when I get home, because guess what, I got work to do. Yeah, that's going to be odd, because everybody's not going to do that. Everybody don't have a passion and a purpose outside of their 8 hours that they complete. So I'm telling you that you got to be willing to be the oddball out. Tip number 7, y'all, this is something that we as a people got to get used to. You have to be willing to invest in you, okay? You got to be willing to invest your time into you. Invest your time into creating your life plan. You have to be willing to invest your money into living your best life. If you want to be a speaker, for instance, you got to be willing to invest your money and your time into being coached to be a good speaker. If you want to maybe edit videos, you have to invest your time and your money to learn how to do that. If you're not willing to invest in you, don't expect others to invest in you. You got to be willing to invest. Use your money to invest in yourself. Money is energy, okay? That's all money is. Money is energy. And if you are not receiving the money that you want, it's probably because you're not giving the money that needs to be given, okay? The money that's needed to invest in you. So please, y'all, we have to invest in ourselves. 8, be prepared to lose family and friends. Tip number 8, I'm telling you, it's okay. You're going to lose them. You're going to lose that best friend that you thought was riding with you from the beginning, because you know what? That best friend can't see the new you. You're going to lose that family member that you thought was your favorite family member, because you know what? That family member can't see the new you. That family member cannot fathom the thought that we all live the same life, but you decided to do something different with yours. Okay? I want to encourage you to be okay with losing that family member, losing that friend that no longer fits the vision, because you know what? You're going to the next level and you got somebody there waiting for you on that level, okay? And everybody can't go with you, and that's okay. So tip number 8 is be prepared to lose family and friends. It's okay. You don't want no dead weight with you anyway. Tip number 9, your best life requires a new you. That's deep. I wrote these down like off the whim, and I'm letting y'all know like that was deep. Your best life requires a new you. Let me tell y'all how now I can get in front of people and I can speak. Mind you, I still get nervous, but I speak, right? You know, when I was in college a couple years ago, I almost failed my speech class because I did not want to get up in front of the classroom and speak. So me being who I am now, it requires a new me. It used to be a broke me back in the day. I couldn't manage a dime. Okay, I would be calling everybody trying to get some money, calling my stepdad, calling my pop, calling my mom, y'all, I need. But guess what? Now I can manage $1 because it required a new me. It required me to learn some new skills. It required me to adopt a new lifestyle. The old internet couldn't live this new life that I'm living right now. Okay, you know how many times I wanted to start a business, but I didn't follow through with it because I was inconsistent. You know how many blogs I've started and didn't remain consistent with it? But no, this internet has been consistent. This internet has her businesses. This internet is the new her. And every day I'm willing to turn into a new me, because I know a new me is required to bring the dreams and the visions that I want into fruition. Because as my mom would say, Net girl, you got some big dreams. And I am willing to turn into a new person so I can achieve and receive my vision, because it's there for me, and God wouldn't give me a vision that I couldn't bring into fruition. You feel what I'm saying? So tip number 9, your best life requires a new you. And number 10, last but not least, your best life requires you to tend to your spirit. Your best life requires you to do some soul searching. It requires you to heal from them broken wounds in your past. It requires you to look deep inside you and for you to figure out what parts of your soul that needs to be healed so you can grow, so that you can be the best you that you can be. It takes you reading a Bible or the Quran or some type of spiritual readings to get your soul right. It takes you to tend to you, to tend to your garden, to tend to your spirit. It takes you to care for you and nurture you, your soul, that thing inside of you. We all have a soul, and we all have to tend to our soul so that we can be the best we that we can be. That's all that I want to tell y'all. I really wanted to come through and tell y'all that, you can be anything you want to be. And I wanted to share with you these 10 tips that will support you in getting there. Quick recap. Number 1, commit to creating and writing down your life plan. Number 2, complete a life assessment. Number 3, create goals that align with your life plan. Number 4, write your goals down. Number 5, be willing to be the oddball out. Number 6, you seek help for your success. Number 7, be prepared to invest in you. Number 8, be prepared to lose family and friends. Number 9, your best life requires a new you. Number 10, tend to your spirit. Y'all, I thank you so much for spending time with me, Antoinette, your favorite human developer. And if you have some time, please visit my website, AntoinetteDevelops.com. If you have some time, before you leave that page, go to Ask Antoinette. If you're seeking some advice of any kind, please feel free to use that as an opportunity to connect with me. Please, I appreciate it. I love the support that I've been receiving so far. And if you have any questions or if you want me to discuss any topics, please, y'all, holler at me. I'm here to serve. That's all I want to do. Y'all be blessed. Number 7, seek help for your success. It's so important, y'all. It's so important for us to seek outside of ourselves for help. Like my main man Les Brown says, you cannot see the picture while you're in the frame. So it's a lot of things that we want to do, right? It's a lot of goals that we want to accomplish. And that's great and that's awesome. But we don't have all the answers. I've been coached in speaking. I've taken at least 3 coaching courses to support me and helping me to coach. Not only have I taken 3 coaching courses outside of my degrees that I have, my social work degree, which makes me a professional helper, and then I have my master's in administration and human services that also helps me to help businesses. So I always been seeking counsel for a long time. When your relationship not right, you gotta seek help for your success. You gotta seek help so that your relationship can be successful, because sometimes you both can't see the picture while you in the frame. So if you are on the road and on the journey to creating your best life, y'all, it's important that we seek help for our success.